Hey guys, it's Maymay and my trusty sidekick.
Hey, it's Vinny. Look at this.
He's so distracted. He's so distracted. I'm
Don't
hoping
like any
this
of
will
those,
work.
does it?
We're going to see if this one works.
No. No.
There's nobody here. So did it work? Can y'all see? I've been on 17 seconds, 19 seconds. If this is working, well, oh, yay, there's somebody here. I think I figured out a fix, y'all. I think
it took you to a totally different one, though.
It should have, right?
Like, well, where's the crafter? Like the crafter after show link you made, it didn't go into. It went to something else.
Yeah, because there are people in the room.
Well, can you go give them this link?
It says it's waiting for you.
Go give them this link and then let's get rid of
I
that
don't know
one.
how to do
Shannon
that.
can handle that. And she'll
Yeah.
get rid of that. Oh, wow. The chat all came in. Boom. Welcome in, y'all. I'm sorry. Our software is somehow doing something, and I've done research, and I can't find an answer, and I think I'm just going to have to shut it all down, unlink it, and relink it, and that's a process, so we'll do that. Let me show you some across the mile stuff, because it's really cool. This box is the one we want to open.
So it got goodies in it?
Yes, it has goodies in it. So we're going to start with some cards.
I like goodies.
We're going to start with some cards. Drop that down. Start with some cards. This is from Agnes Watkins. From Agnes Watkins. I got to get that out here because it's got addresses on it. Look, it says, good luck. Look at her little 4-leaf clovers. Just for you, just a little note. Well, how cute is that? Thank you so much, Agnes. This is adorable. I want to know more about this card. I want to know who colored it. Did you do this, Agnes? I would really like to know. Thank you so much. I love it. Let's see if I missed a note in the envelope. Nope. Just a card, but I love it. This one says, to Maymay. Wow, look how gorgeous. Wow, you nailed that embossing. You did an excellent job with that. That's beautiful. And look, y'all, it's on vellum. Isn't that stunning? Look at the simplicity, but the gorgeousness of this card. And then she put her adhesive behind this piece of ribbon. This is stunning. Who is this? Amy Davis. That's my stepsister's name. It says, Maymay staff and family, thank you so much for sending out an additional stamp set when mine was lost in the mail. I was in a hurry to make Easter cards for my mother and her friends that can't shop due to COVID in a retirement community. Your stamps were perfect as they expressed the joy of Christ's resurrection. As a stamper, those are the hardest to find. On a side note, your stamps are amazing. They stamp perfect every time. The best I've used. So here are the first set of stamps that were lost. Oh, she sent her stamps back. Your customer service was refreshing and heartwarming. May God bless you and yours. Thank you. Your stamps made this possible. Rejoice in the Lord, Amy Davis. Look how pretty. I love it. I love this touch. This is really neat. It's like a ribbon. Like, it's actually cardstock, but she made it look like a ribbon inside. That's a great way to add some purple to your Easter cards, isn't it? It's real pretty.
That's cool.
I like that. Great job. So I'm glad I remember who you are, because I remember you calling and saying, I need these for my Easter cards. And so we sent it. Hers was several days later than normal, so we sent another one out to her. So thank you for sending that one back too. Love your card. I oohed and ah over it a little bit, didn't I? Because it's beautiful. Let's open a Fragile box. Okay. So some of you guys will know that we did a giveaway at Christmas, and 2 of the giveaway winners got to spend a couple hours with me on a Zoom call, which was so fun, and I want to do that again because that was super fun. Me and Shannon had a great time, didn't we?
Yes.
Just like chatting with old friends. It was supposed to be a craft session, and one of them kind of was a craft session, but the other was just kind of like chatting. And so Julie, and I never get her name right even though she taught me on the thing, Nagengast, I think I got that right. I think I got that right. She sent me a box afterwards, and I'm so excited. She didn't. This is not necessary, but it's so cool because we had such a fun time together. And I haven't opened everything up. I just kind of peeked in, and I want to show y'all. So it's Maymay family, Shannon, and staff. She covered all. And this one I want to show y'all. Look how she used her stickers on her envelopes. This box smells so good because I know what's in it, and it's one of my favorite things. So check this out.
See, I don't know what's in it.
I know, I do, and I've been wanting to open it and haven't. Friends always, isn't that cute? Friends always. It says, Maymay, it was such fun It was so much fun to meet and visit with you and Shannon. Thank you for offering the Zoom times. We must do it again sometime and share scrapbook design ideas, pictures, and collectibles. Thank you for the prayer. It means so much as God strengthens and protects his people. Hope you enjoy some of Nebraska's foods. God bless. Julie Nagengast. I don't know if I got it right. She said one time I got it right on the show. And that made me feel good. So Julie sent this box of goodies. I'm going to take this out first because it smells fantastic. And I peeked at it.
Okay, Debbie, the Crafter After Show is for those that don't want to listen to all the stories. Some people just want to watch the project and go and then leave.
Oh, well, I can talk about anything I want. It's just a thing. Back in the day, when we first started doing our live shows, we just did one on Thursdays, and we would kind of do the craft first and then carry over. And some people were like, it's too long, and I understood that. So what we did was we split them in half. So we do the craft show, and we try to end it at the end of the craft. So if you just want to craft, there's the show. And then we always joke that we can talk about whatever we want in the after show because there's no rhyme or reason to an after show. It's just for fun. And we like to do that so people know up front, if you come to this show, you never know what's going to happen. And listen, funny stuff happens.
Amy,
Look at this.
In the States, we consider 14 days.
15 days.
15
You mean
days.
post office?
Yeah.
15 days. The post office tells us 15 business days.
Business days.
That's what they tell
Oh,
us to
okay.
say.
Business
Count
days.
Business
Saturdays and your
So
Sundays.
that's long.
Does this have
Because
nutritional?
20 business days is a whole month.
Let me see, and I'll tell you how nutritious it is.
Salt is not the first ingredient, which is not right after popcorn. I'm going to eat a bite.
So what kind is it?
It's shamrock. So what flavor is shamrock?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Leprechauns?
Let's see what a shamrock tastes like.
All I can think about would be Lucky Charms.
Should we eat this
Which
now?
I need to
We're
go
live on
buy-
camera and it's popcorn.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat one piece. I want green. I'm
You
going to
eat
eat light
one.
green.
I'm gonna eat. Oh.
Good stuff?
Yeah, good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It tastes like caramel popcorn, right?
Uh huh.
It's a little milder. It's a little milder. I think
It's
Wait,
probably just green
what's that?
candy.
caramel. Very good. Very delicious. Love it. Here's another food
Oh, yeah.
item. Where's that from? I didn't give any love. Hold on.
Colby Ridge.
Colby Ridge. Let's give some love. This is from Colby Ridge Popcorn and Gifts. ColbyRidge.com. It's real tasty.
It's delicious.
It's not stale
not
at all.
mint.
You know, sometimes it's stale. Ooh, mint would have been good though. You wouldn't have liked mint.
No. You're not supposed to have mint.
You were
popcorn.
brave to just grab some and eat if you didn't think it was mint.
Popcorn. Who's gonna make mint popcorn?
I would. I like mint.
Honey Bear.
Y'all. From Valhalla Bee Farm, a little taste of heaven, pure honey. I love honey, and I'm
I
down
do
to like
too.
half on my honey.
I love honey.
Why should you not iron your shamrocks? Oh, I got to know why. Tell me why. That's a joke. Why should you not iron your shamrocks? Ooh, this looks like a Vinny gift. Let's see what this is. This looks like a bottle of some kind of sauce that he can
Amen.
hook up. He's a fan
This
of
is
sauces.
So good.
It's called Fat Boy All Natural Barbecue Sauce.
Hallelujah. Right up my alley.
No high fructose corn syrup, zero fat. This one's called Hogwash, and they spell it H-A-U-G wash. Hogwash. Hogwash. It's all natural. There's no chemicals in it. Thank you so much for that. Water, brown sugar, tomato paste, mustard, salt, turmeric, which I always say wrong, distilled vinegar, honey, salt, dehydrated garlic, and onion, natural smoke flavor, and spices, including chili peppers.
Yummer.
This is neat. So let's give love to them. This company is called, let's see if that, here we go. Follow us on social. But what's the name we're following on social? Hold on. Fat Boy All Natural, or just Fat Boy Barbecue?
Kelly, it depends on which stamp club you joined. The regular club ships out on the 6th of the month, and you have to join prior to the 1st of that month to receive the current stamp set.
Did you know there was a National Barbecue Association?
I'm not surprised that
I didn't
there
know
is.
that. This is made in the USA, and they're a member of the National Barbecue Association. This is cool. Thank you so much. Vince loves sauces. I do too. But Vince is the sauce man. He will have fun with that. What is this? Oh my. All right, shenanigans.
Go. Ooh.
What is
Is that
this?
Kathy? No.
They're called meltaways.
Yes, please.
Baker's Candies meltaways. The color of the wrap tells you the flavor. Let's hear the flavors.
They're my kind of people.
So we have to save this bag.
Uh-huh.
Red is milk chocolate. Gold is milk chocolate mint, just so you know. Green is dark chocolate mint. Orange is dark chocolate orange. Silver and red is milk chocolate raspberry. Brown is peanut butter coated in milk chocolate. Black and silver is milk chocolate with mocha. Blue is dark chocolate. Silver is milk chocolate caramel. That's the one you'll want to try. Purple is dark chocolate cherry. And gold and silver is milk chocolate coconut.
I'm liking the way a lot of that sounds.
Yeah, this is neat. Which one do you want to try?
Oh, I think I want to try the...
Just pick one for me.
I would like the green dark chocolate.
Oh,
mint.
wait. Smell this. Okay. Think about the candy stores on like Gatlinburg.
Yep.
Oh, it just smells like Gatlinburg's candy store. Smell it.
So which
Because
flavor
I'm
am I
thinking this
supposed
is
to
going to
try?
be like an Andes.
Oh, you think
that's
it's like
good.
an Andes?
Well, it's dark chocolate and mint. An Andes, or not Andes, but York.
This is so good. This is delicious.
Yes.
It is literally a melt away. All right, let's give love. Y'all,
Julie.
6 pieces is the serving size.
Julie, is it Julie?
6 pieces, 35 milligrams. Julie. Okay, let's give some love.
This.
Baker's Candies. I don't know how I'm going to give you that love.
That's good stuff.
In Greenwood, Nebraska, right? How did I forget that? NE is Nebraska. Can y'all see their phone number? 402-789-2700. These are delish.
Those are amazing.
We got to try another one.
I highly recommend them now. That green.
I really want to try that cherry. I'm such a cherry
it.
fan. What's purple? Oh, it's down here.
I put one in the bag.
You want me to split it with you?
No, he's not having it.
Y'all, these are amazing. How many calories in 6? That's a lot of serving. 230 calories in 6? That is not bad. Wow. Whatever the complimentary flavor is hits you first. Do you notice that?
That mint, that is like my favorite.
This is amazing. You want to try the cherry Vince? It's
Well,
amazing.
you know, but it's in dark chocolate. Isn't it? You don't
I
like
don't think
dark
so.
chocolate too much.
Well, there's milk in there. That's amazing.
I only like dark chocolate with mint.
That's like a chocolate covered cherry without the squishy.
Yeah, but the
See, I like the
squishy's what's good.
squishy. I don't
So
want the
good.
cherry. I like the squishy.
Sorry, y'all. They're like, would y'all stop eating?
We're not sorry.
We had tomato sandwiches for lunch, so chocolate is.
Peanut butter coated milk chocolate brown. There we go.
You guys.
I'll just take these with me.
So this is a picture for me, and I think this is so cool.
Is it?
She had hanging on her wall a picture of Captain Kangaroo, and I was a huge Captain Kangaroo fan.
Oh, she did.
And she made me a copy of it, and I love this. Captain Kangaroo was my morning show before school every day. I loved it. And I don't know if y'all remember, but at one point in time, my mom said she looked like Mr. Green Jeans. You remember when she said her hair looked like Mr. Green Jeans? It also kind of looked like that. Mom's gonna kill me. I'm so
Mr.
thrilled
Green
to have
Jeans.
this picture. This is Captain Kangaroo, but I love this picture. Thank you so much. This is so cool. I like how candid it is. Because he's not like, he is in character, but not really. So cool. Y'all, that chocolate.
Lisa, yes, that is correct. The video will be saved on YouTube, and you can use the link to go to the class anytime.
Julie's in here. Julie, thank you so much. I just talked right over you. I did not mean to do that.
You're going to get complaints.
I'm sorry. Julie,
Have you noticed that several times today I've talked over you?
you don't get in
I
trouble.
mean, I talk over you as much as I can.
Thank you, Julie.
You don't get in trouble.
I mean, I still get to talk over you when
Now I'm
I
going to
want
talk
to.
over both of y'all. Thank you, Julie.
Julie, that chocolate was the bomb diggity.
The popcorn, too.
Yeah.
Hey, you take a nibble of the chocolate and a nibble of the popcorn and a nibble.
Yes,
would
Shannon
dump it.
loves food, and I will come running.
That's
It was good.
I gotta be honest. That's some of the best chocolate
That's
I've ever
really
had.
good chocolate.
I'm not making that
I'm
up.
a chocolate snob. If it's not like Hershey's or it's normally not good. That's good.
And I'm more of a English chocolate fan because I like Cadbury's, or I like the dairy milk chocolate. Oh, dairy milk is so good. But
This
that,
is good.
and Vinny,
This
can I
is
ask you a
good.
question?
Yes.
How dark chocolate was it? It wasn't bitter, was it?
It wasn't too bad.
Not like normal.
Right.
This is good.
Vinny, can you tell me how to purchase the class? Shannon,
Can
I
post a
will
link
put the
for
link
you.
in for you.
these chocolates are 38 calories a piece, Charlotte said. Y'all, that's not bad, right? 6 pieces of that? I don't think I would need 6 pieces of that.
No, 2 pieces is pretty
Plenty.
strong.
I wouldn't need that. I'm going to be ordering that for snack because that's good. All right, what's next? Oh, y'all, we got some stuff in. Hold on. I keep having to get up today. Thomas said we got all this back in. You guys bought this up as fast as it hit the shelf. The only thing new we got in today was we got these bee charms, which this one's mine, so I'm going to open it and show y'all because this ain't leaving my room. I say that. I won't take them off the pack, but I want y'all to see them.
Yes, Angela, you should.
Look at these. Look at these bee charms, and you get 8 of them. Can y'all see these hanging off
Angela
of a
said
mini
she
one?
should send us some chocolate. I just agreed with her.
Yes, you should.
We'll be your chocolate testers. We
All
don't
the
have a
time.
problem. We could do a 50-state test if y'all want us to.
Yeah,
Get
but
this
y'all
chocolate
gotta
from
all
every
send 'em in
state.
quickly. Because we can't get all this chocolate and hold it until every 50 states comes.
Send us chocolate. We'll test it and tell you who's just the best. I'm kidding. I have not had a candy. That's not true. And they're probably watching. Who sent it to
Or
me?
send us something weird from your state and we'll taste it.
Was it Shanielle that sent us that
Don't
that
get
licorice?
too crazy on them.
Was it Shanielle that sent us that licorice?
Oh, that was nasty.
That was
I
like
don't like licorice, so that was nasty.
Yeah, but that's the one that was like,
licking a salt block.
yeah.
What's
Yeah.
it called? Salted licorice?
It was gross.
I don't know. It was seriously salty.
That was that's the only candy we've
I
ever
like
had I
salty
couldn't
stuff.
eat.
It was too salty.
And it was funny to give it to the kids. Because I would go, listen, don't throw this in your mouth. And I wouldn't even let him because it was so much. Thomas put his teeth on it and took it out and said no. Who knows what that was? Marion said when this is over, we can come to California and go to the Jelly Belly factory. I love Jelly Bellies. Okay, so these are available. Aren't they adorable? You're going to want to know how big they are, which is a valid question. 3/4 of an inch. So there's those. This stamp set, I wasn't sure how y'all would do with the stamp set. This was gone quick, and it's a really great stamp set because it works so well with this set. And y'all, how beautiful. I hope he left me the one that I had in here. I don't think he did. I think he left me a fresh one. Y'all, this pack of paper, it's incredible. Absolutely gorgeous.
And if did you tell them, you hadn't told them about them, we got Mente back too.
Oh, I didn't even, what did we get back?
Everything.
I didn't know that. We do have a new Mente to show you today. I do know that, but we did get Mente back. I didn't know that.
Swedish
What are
salt
calf
licorice.
fries? What are calf fries? Look how gorgeous. Swedish salt, where's it at?
Somebody just said Swedish salt licorice.
I think that was it.
I guarantee you it was salty.
Oh, those would be cute earrings. Stick a hook on that and put it in your ear.
The stamp set already shows sold out. Which stamp set are we talking about?
This one?
The bees.
Did it not come back? Was this just sitting here and he didn't realize it was in here? Because it kind of does blend in. It kind of looks, you know.
Yep, it's 0 in stock.
Well, we need to make sure if this came back, she might not have turned the number on.
Okay.
But look how gorgeous. Just so beautiful. Yeah, this is mine because we already used it. So I got my cut pieces in there. So all this is back in stock. And let me show you the one new thing from Mente. This is the one new thing we got from Mente. And that is, Vinny's been buying these background books, which I told him not to. So y'all tell me. I was like, but
Hey, I appreciate you selling my product for me.
Look.
Tell them you didn't like it.
it's good. What I meant by it was I was kind of like online. I was like, but look how good it looks.
I know it's good.
This is great for Father's Day for your masculine cards. It's going to be great for that. I don't know why I didn't like it.
So is calf fries like lamb fries? Because if it is, I don't want
No.
calf fries.
No.
because Belinda just said you don't want calf fries. So that makes me think they're like lamb fries.
Mama Disney, we need to talk about something. You have ruined me for avocados. Literally ruined me. Ruined me. Like, to the point, I have half of one left.
That paper's fire.
It's beautiful. Yeah. I have half of an avocado left. Hear what I'm telling you. That whole box. No one helped me eat them.
No.
Me. I don't have half left. I gave it to Taylor. I take that back. I gave half to Taylor.
She
today
got
for her
no
sandwich.
avocado left. She's going to cry.
And
Now I'm sorry.
there's no avocados in
talking
this
over you again.
land that I live in that are even close. I'm going to need somebody. Well, Shannon looked and I can do a subscription to that, to them and get those avocados. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've made it part of my daily routine. I put it on my sandwich. I put it on my salad. I put it on my rice. I put it on everything, and it's so good.
Calf fries are the same thing as lamb fries.
So they're mountain oysters?
Well, that's what we've always called them, but she said that they are pieces after a calf is neutered, battered, and fried.
Lamb
so
fries.
very good.
They're lamb fries. They have strawberries too. I'm not making this up. You have ruined me. I've never in my life had an avocado.
strawberries?
I've never had an avocado that tasted anywhere near like that.
Yeah.
Like
She's
ever.
like raved over those avocados.
Like I had no idea they existed.
And the oranges smelled amazing.
The oranges were good. The oranges were good. The lemons, they were getting a little bit ripe, and I was afraid I'd lose them, so I sliced them up and froze them because you can freeze a lemon and then pull it out for your water and stuff. The oranges were good. I'm just going to tell you, the oranges, I love the oranges, but the avocados were like out of this world. What's the name of that place? Yeah, I'm real jealous.
I took a picture of it because...
I can't remember the name, but we're going to say it though, because Shannon's got a picture and then Mama Disney will tell us. But you've ruined me. I mean, ruined me.
I said I have a picture. I know I have a picture.
This one, if you're looking for it, is called Basic Book 4. It really is good. I'm trying to see what it's called. Who was the first person to think to eat them?
Is it Kimball?
That's what I think too, Terry. I think about that all the time. It could be Kimball.
I think it's Kimball.
Kimball Ranches. Yeah.
Okay, I was right. Kimball.
Y'all check them out. You will, if you order some avocados, I don't care the price. You will not be sad. I think that too all the time, Terry. Like, who decided to crack open an egg? I mean, they had to see where it came from.
We discussed that the other day.
Like, who?
It's like we don't go and say, "Hey, we're going to eat cow embryo." Why are we going to eat chicken embryo?
Like, but who even realized?
Who decided?
Like all that kind of stuff. Like,
Okay,
who
who's the
decided any
first
of that
person
stuff?
that went out and milked a cow and said, "Yeah, I'm going to drink that"?
True. Who like anything? Who
Not
picked
this girl.
Who picked a strawberry from the ground and put it in their mouth? You know what I'm
Who
saying?
cracked open a clam and said, I'm going to eat that?
I'm gonna eat an oyster raw.
Yeah.
Who did that?
I'm going to just scrape that off in my mouth.
We didn't get any more of the Tell the Bees stamp set.
I'm sorry. It was a fault, too. Let's blame Thomas.
We got the 12 by 12 and a 6 by 6.
Sorry, we got the paper. He can get more stamp sets if they're available. Tastes like filet mignon fried.
I don't know. I don't.
Well, I mean,
there's
filet's still available, so I'll just go for the filet.
There's a lot of things that I can see myself eating, but there are some things that it don't matter what it tastes like. I just don't see myself eating it.
Someone who is hungry is what Karen says. That's who finds it. Somebody's who's hungry.
Did you see
Yeah,
Michelle
that's
Blue?
a
We
good
grew up
point.
using avocados as
Crawfish
baseballs.
either, yeah. Because I can remember when I was a young boy crawling through the creek and ditches and catching crawfish to look at them and play with them and stuff like that. But the thought of just breaking one open and sucking
Okay,
the junk
baby
out
love,
of
let
it,
me tell you something.
nah.
Let me tell you something that you will believe, because I've told you enough of these stories, okay? My cousin Billy, my cousin Joe, mostly Billy and Joe,
Yeah.
okay? In Florida where they lived, and I don't know why this happened, but this was in Florida, in Pensacola, Florida. I could take you right to the ditch, okay? There was a ditch in front of their house, and it would have crawfish in it, maybe crawdads. I don't know the difference between a fish and a dad. I don't know. They'd be in the ditch, okay? they would go out there and get them. Not many, 1, 2, 3, and they would go in the house and they would boil them and they would eat them from the ditch.
Now, Russell and I, we used to catch them all the time, but eating them wasn't on our list of priorities.
No, they did though.
I thought it was more for sport than it was for eating.
But also for them, my Uncle Earl was a fisherman, like a not commercial necessarily, but sorta. But he was a net fisherman, so they would go out and fish with nets, and they would bring back oysters, and they would pile them up in the front yard, and they would all sit around that pile and just shuck and eat oysters all night.
Oh, yeah.
Not this girl. Not this one. I'm not a big fan. That's my issue with shrimp. I do not dislike shrimp as far as the flavor and all that kind of stuff. Shrimp is just a little over the top for me. Just like I can't get past, especially if somebody doesn't do the work right. If you don't take care of a shrimp and then you try to serve it to me, I'm done. I'm like, I can't do it. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
I love some shrimp. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like chicken to me. I want people to take the time to like peel that little silvery skin off the chicken fingers, because there's nothing worse when you bite into a fried chicken finger and you can't bite through it because of that. I don't like that.
Lobster is just a crawfish on steroids.
I don't care for lobster.
I like lobster if it's done right. And
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I haven't had good lobster.
I don't like when people say when it's done right. Let me take that back, because that's not always the case. Certain people make lobster like I like it. Like, I've never had lobster in like a not fast food, but like a chain restaurant that I thought was very good. But lobster on the cruise ship, for real though, is good. Have you had lobster on the cruise ship?
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's just like buttery deliciousness. It's so good.
Oh, yeah. So now you know why we call the Crafter After Show the show that we can talk about whatever we want to, because sometimes it ain't got nothing to do with crafting.
Anything we want to. Maybe. I have a Vinny story to tell y'all. Oh, listen. Okay. So we're fixing to do a project in our garage. I want one of those like farmhouse entryways like you see on Pinterest. We're going to see what we can do. And so I had some wood left over from the shutter project that Vince did for my bedroom, the lights that he did. And so we had to go to Russell to get the paint. I needed paint for, Russell is like our little tiny Home Depot. And when I say little tiny, I mean like little tiny. But I had to get paint for the door and then white paint for the wall. And while I was there, I found what I call furring strips. That's what I've always heard them called. I don't know what everybody else calls them, but they're just what, 1.5 by 3/4. Yeah. Like they're not very big pieces of wood. And I thought that'd look cool to have paint on, because I'm going to paint it in, you know, to look good. Anyway, so I had been asking Vince for some sawhorses. Okay. Y'all know I love my tools, right? Well, Vinny has been collecting tools. I gotta tell you this. This ain't who Vinny is. He don't collect tools. And so this is a marriage story. We were at church one day doing something, and I said, if we had a drill, I could get this done. I think it was at the wedding. I think it was getting ready for the wedding. I was like, if we had a drill, we could get this done. And all these men in all these trucks, none of them had a drill. And Vince went just like this, and I've never heard him do this before. He went, I've got a drill. And I went, with you? And he's like, in the truck. And I went, that's the sexiest thing you've ever said.
She did.
And he was like, I'll go get my drill. And so he went out there and got his drill and came in and did the work. And I was like, I'm not kidding. Me needing a tool and you having it in your truck puts me over the top, right? So
sorry, y'all.
I said, they know. They know. So I said to him the other day, I want sawhorses. I want to be the people that have sawhorses. That's just what I want. It's a thing. I want them. So I've never looked at them, didn't know how much they were. I thought, I don't know what I was thinking. So we're at Russell, and I said, you know, Vince, if I had sawhorses, I could paint these so fast. Like, in my mind, sawhorses fix everything. I don't have to find a table. I don't have to drop cloth the table. Just put them up, paint. So I go look at the sawhorses, and I find some. And they're only like $25. They're not expensive. So I get the sawhorses, and when we go to leave the aisle, there's these tool belts, whole wall of tool belts, and I go,
I really didn't know you were going to tell that story.
I go, you need a tool belt. And he goes, I don't need a tool belt. I said,
like a tool belt.
I think you need a tool belt. And he was like, I don't think I need a tool belt. So he stands there. This is what I put my husband through. He stands there as I take them off the wall and size him up for a tool belt. And he's going, I don't need a tool belt. But here's what I will tell you. To end the story, here's what happened. When we get ready to leave, he didn't like the kind that strap around him. That was the thing, I could tell. So there was one that goes on his belt. And so I take it off, I go, look, this one connects to your own belt. I said, look, and I did it on me. I was like, look, put it here, put stuff here, put stuff here. And he was not opposed to that one. I could see it on his face. And I went, You should get a tool belt. And
Did you
he
get
was
her-
just like, this is ridiculous. He did not buy a tool belt.
Did you get her one so she can keep up with her phone?
No. It's a good idea.
He
Thank you, Cheryl.
did not get a tool belt, but it wasn't because I wasn't trying.
Cheryl said, poor Vinny.
Oh, poor Vinny.
I
Y'all.
thought you were going to tell him the story about when you asked me, could you eat grapes that had been sitting out.
That was the best story ever.
That's the story I thought you was going to tell him.
The
about
best
that one.
text message in the
I
world.
had to text Shannon. It was so funny. You want to tell it or me tell
You
it?
can tell it.
So the other day, I had some grapes to bring to work for lunch, and when I left the house, I forgot them on the counter, which is very normal for me. And halfway through the day, I thought, oh, I left my grapes. So when I got home, they were still sitting on the counter. I actually thought, Joe will see them and put them in the fridge. No, he won't. So I get home, and they're still sitting there, and I wanted some so bad, and I said, Vince, I got those grapes out. This is literally what I said. I got those grapes out to take to work and forgot to. And now they've been sitting on the counter all day. And I said, do you think they're still good? He went, yes, they're still good. I said, how do you know? Because they've been sitting out all day. And he says, they sit in the sun all the time. And I went like this. I went, when? I was like, who's putting my grapes in the sun?
And I said, when they growing, Amy.
And when he said, when they grow it,
When they growing, Amy.
I lost it. I lost it. He was so funny. I had to text Shannon. I texted the whole story. I'm like, Shannon. She texts back. She's like, I can hear him say that.
I did.
I called my
And
mama.
Blake lost
Look,
it.
It was
if
so
look.
funny.
Here's the backstory you got to understand. She is a freak when it comes to food safety. Okay.
Very much so.
A
I really
freak,
am.
Okay, so it's years of frustration on my part throwing away food that's perfectly good for some
You have no way of knowing.
crazy
You have no way of knowing that food was perfectly
come
good.
out of the woods story. So all that frustration came out when they growing, Amy.
I called my mother and made him say it to my mother. I said, Mom, listen to this. And I made him say it. It was the funniest thing. Sometimes Vince is hilarious. Y'all don't even know.
I've told you for years I'm the funny one.
No, you're not the funny one, but sometimes you are hilarious. Hilarious. How about this when I was like, how about when I was
Willow
like,
said she bet God got a giggle out of that one.
how about when I was like, when are the, I literally was like, who's putting my grapes outside and leaving them in the sunshine? The salmonella story gets even better. Did y'all hear the salmonella story? When Joe told me salmonella? So we were with Dixie buying groceries yesterday, and they had the seafood out. I'm going to tell you something. When the seafood thing is open, because we usually go late at night and it's usually closed. When the seafood thing is open, it's tempting because it's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh,
All
yeah.
that fresh salmon and all that fresh fish looks beautiful.
I never looked at it.
So Vince goes, look at that salmon. And he shouldn't have shown me because I love salmon. Matter of fact, I think we're having it for dinner tonight. And I was like, let's get salmon. So he picked up a couple things of salmon. And when we got home, I took it in the kitchen. We were putting the groceries away. And I showed Joe. I said, Joe, look what's for dinner this week. And he was like, salmonella. What, Angela? No way.
Oh, yeah.
No
That
way.
stuff would have been in the trash can so fast.
No way. Angela said, I ate pasta salad that had been in a car for an hour and a half on a sunny day and lived to tell the tale. No way.
Not Maymay.
Look, let me explain something to y'all. Shannon, innocently, as you do, went to Sonic and bought a chili cheese dog, as people do, and spent 2 days in the bathroom in the bed. So
I thought I was gonna die.
I'm not
no
interested.
Lie. The sickest I've ever been in my
Oh no, we don't put
entire
tomatoes in the
life.
refrigerator.
No, no tomatoes in the fridge.
I do.
That's a
No,
sin.
that's not right. You don't
That's a
put
sin.
tomatoes in the refrigerator.
It stops the ripening.
My
Yeah,
tomato
takes
was in
all
the
the
fridge
goodies.
today. My sandwich was cold and fresh.
No. And one, you peel a tomato,
sorry,
you eat
y'all.
the whole thing at one time.
Once you cut it, you need to fridge it.
No, you eat it all. Everybody knows that. That's not a refrigerator.
Barb, please send me your recipe. Can you message it to me or text it to me or something? I want to make that salmon, and I would love your recipe. I would love it.
No, homegrown tomatoes are never
Willow,
refrigerated.
you're funny. I have a lot of weird food things.
No, never buy. I haven't even eaten at Sonic again. And Blake called me before the show, and I was like, "What'd you have for lunch?" He said Sonic. I said, "Oh no." But he can. I mean, he didn't get sick, and he doesn't eat a chili cheese dog. He just eats a hamburger.
No, Stacy, she don't thaw her meat on the counter. It has to sit in the refrigerator for
Heck
6 weeks
no, y'all don't
till
read?
it thaws.
Do y'all not read? Look, the meat tells you, the package says don't thaw it on
Or
the
you
counter.
thaw it in cold water.
And I'm scared of that too.
Oh, I do that.
Oh no, because if
I
the
do
water
that.
gets warm,
And you don't know
it
it.
starts cooking the food
No,
in the
but
sink.
It says you can thaw it in cold water
It
and
does.
then change it every 30 minutes.
Who remembers to do that?
Me?
Not me. I get doing something else and I'll be like, oh, I got to throw that
are
meat
you
away.
not hungry in 30 minutes?
I get busy. I do so.
Oh.
Here's the thing. Hold on, there was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, you saw that too. I got food poisoning. It is not fun.
No, I didn't get that.
Tomatoes in the fridge. Here's the thing about that. My whole entire life, my mother thawed her hamburger meat on the counter. My whole life.
Oh.
Everybody else.
Julie.
Oh yeah.
Mama got
I
up in
saw
the
that.
morning. Mama got up
I
in the
hope it's
morning.
good medicine for my back.
Cool. When we got up in the morning, Mom would pick what we were having for dinner. She would put it out on the counter. She put it in the fridge. In the sink. We'd go to work, go to school. It would sit there till she got off work, and she would make it. How many of y'all, right?
I mean, that's how you've always done it.
Went to
Not
my
my
mother-in-law's house
now.
recently. She was thawing some on the counter, and I'm like, y'all need to be thawing that on the counter.
Susan says she thaws it on the counter every day.
I can't. If they tell me it's
Now-
dangerous.
Doreen, we
I've
always
done-
thaw on the counter. I thaw
done-
everything on the counter, even chicken.
I did thaw. I thawed it on the counter yesterday during the storm. I pulled it out of the freezer, but it wasn't like completely unthawed.
You don't put onions in the fridge? You're going to freak out when I tell you this then, Melody. I have gotten into buying frozen chopped onions. I know, it's crazy, but Vince doesn't eat onion, and when I buy an onion, Vince and I are cooking very weird right now, and so I'm pretty much cooking for myself a little bit because I'm changing my diet because I told you I was doing that DASH
Betsy.
diet.
I don't know how
Hey,
we survived before all this
You just
mess.
talked right over me.
I did. I enjoyed it too.
I'm writing a comment. I'm commenting.
Y'all notice who's talking over who today.
One moment.
You know, I can solve all that.
That's
I'll
my
talk over
girl.
both of them.
So I've been buying frozen onions.
So,
And you know why? Because I can take out half a cup of them and put them in my meal and not lose an onion.
yeah, because,
Right.
well, I mean, the only time I use onions is when I make soups because none of us really like onions, but I can cook it to death in a soup and not know it's there.
Brenda, here's the deal. She said after I took a food safety class, I could not thaw on the counter anymore. My son took the Serve Safe. Y'all know what Serve Safe is? Like if you're in a restaurant, you have to get certified for that stuff. So what I do is I
Ruined
call Jared.
everything for our
I call
life.
Jared. I'm like, what do I do? Not the other day. When was it I was rinsing chicken? And he's like, why are you doing that? I think he was there. And I was like, chicken sometimes, it's not slimy because you don't eat slimy chicken. That's a bad thing. But like sometimes I just rinse the chicken and I was doing it in the sink. He's like, what are you doing? And I was like, what? He was like, don't do that. I'm like, why? And he's like, well, first off, you're rinsing the flavor off. He said, and secondly, all those particles are flying around your kitchen now. Salmonella is flying around your kitchen. I'm like, what? So now I'm freaked out. So I'm like, no more rinsing chicken. And also, my mama rinses her hamburger meat after she browns it.
I've done that.
She always does.
I've rinsed the grease off of it if it was super greasy.
Frozen onions, Jen. I found them in the, let me tell you what else is frozen you can get. Frozen avocado. It's not Kimball avocados, but Brenda told me about it because I'll tell you what's happened. Walmart pickup has made us learn about a lot of stuff because, they were subbing stuff for so
Wow.
long.
Michelle said don't put onions in the fridge, especially cut onions, because onions attract bacteria.
Well, what do you do with them?
You don't even bring them in the house. I've been trying to teach you that for 22 years.
Well, in my opinion, onions are cheap, so you use what you're going to use of it
And
and
you
throw the
throw it
rest
away.
away.
Barb freezes them.
Because they stink too. I don't like
Never ever rinse chicken.
Look,
Timothy says.
I rinse chicken, never rinse chicken. Isn't that funny, y'all? Don't y'all think it's so
I
interesting?
think it says on the pack, don't rinse the chicken. I think it says on the
It also says rinse your rice. Who rinses their rice?
I do.
Not this girl. I eat brown rice in the pack that I just heat up.
Well, I was going to say, it's already cooked. Just warming it.
But even if I cook white rice, I don't rinse it.
I started when I used my rice cooker because it said to rinse it. Cause
Barb
it's so
says you
starchy.
can freeze your own onions and peppers for cooking.
That's a good idea because I find whenever I buy them that they'll have like the pieces I wouldn't put in there.
I agree, Wanda. Way too
when
many.
you cut an onion and it's got that, you always cut that off. The piece that when you bite it doesn't go away. It's almost like paper.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's in my frozen one, so that's a
skin.
good idea. I can buy my own onions and cut them up. See, I don't even know that. This
skin.
craziness.
Yeah. Hey, it's weird how we all have our little things.
Toss the
Love
unused
it.
onion. Yes, ma'am, Mama
I
Disney.
love to see the differences in things we do. I love it. What? What? Firemen make hot dogs double boiled. They boil them, they throw out the water, they add fresh water and re-boil them. I've never heard of that. Deborah, that's such a good question. I want to know who puts their two things, and you'll have to tell me, who puts their butter in the fridge or leaves it out, and who puts their eggs in the fridge or leaves them out. I really want to know that because I'm so tempted to get one of those. Have you seen
The crock.
the butter crock, and
My
your
mom
butter's
used
always melted,
Because
always
she's
ready
asking
to
if you
use?
saw the link to the recipe. Where did you send it, Barb?
Please get that. I would love to try it.
Did you put it in the comments?
Timothy,
She
so
did,
you
I
don't
missed
rinse your
it.
chicken because you saw that. That's what Jared told me. He's like, don't. You're sending all that all over the place. Oh, throw what away? Yes, throw away. What were we talking about? What were we talking about?
I said throw onion, like use what I want of the onion and throw the rest away.
Use what you need. Wait. Yo, you're so fast. Hold on. You're so fast. Wait, use what you need. Where did that go?
Eggs in the fridge, not butter. Butter always out.
Here's the thing about not cooking. Deirdre says she doesn't know how. Deirdre says she doesn't know how I don't cook with how I cook without onion. What I have to do is a compromise because I think onion should be in everything. I think it adds flavor to everything. He can handle dried minced onion and he can handle onion powder. I don't like to use onion salt, obviously because of sodium, but he can handle onion powder. But I don't like onion powder because it's so concentrated. It's hard to know when to stop. Okay, look at this.
Because I
look at
don't
this,
mind
look
the
at this, look at
flavor
this.
of onion. I just don't like the texture.
Butter and eggs. Okay, eggs in, butter out. Both in, both in, both in. Butter out.
Real butter once opened on the counter. Margarine, no.
Yeah, I would.
Well, I
yeah,
only
that
use
makes
real
yeah,
butter.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
You
that's
do?
how many. I only use real butter.
I don't use margarine. That's wasn't it one chemical away from plastic? Isn't that what they say?
That's
Have
the
y'all
next
heard that
question.
before, that
How
they-
many people call margarine butter?
Oh, everybody does.
It's not the same.
Does anyone have a butter bell? That's what I want to get.
My mom had one, but I've never got one. And I always just had a butter dish and I left it out. And every time Blake came into the kitchen, he'd put the butter back in. He's like, it needs to be refrigerated. It says refrigerate. I was like, it's not going to kill you. They leave it out in England all the time.
Okay. They don't put eggs, but they don't
Look.
do their eggs like we do our eggs.
When I was growing up, my mom fixed a giant breakfast. And she left it sitting on top of the stove the whole day.
Yeah, I remember that.
And we ate it the whole day whenever
Somebody
we
said
wanted
something.
something.
Ellie says butter goes rancid if you don't keep the crock filled with cold water. Yeah, that you know that crock has cold water in it, but it keeps it where it's spreadable. Yeah, we've talked about this. So my grandma lived in the country, and in the morning she'd get up and she'd cook a huge, like before church, she'd cook a huge breakfast, and we all come in there and eat it. And anything that was left got a tablecloth put over it on the table for when we came home.
Oh, yeah.
And when we came home, she added lunch to it. So you might eat leftover biscuits and sausage and gravy or whatever from
That's
breakfast
right.
with lunch. And then when lunch was over, because all the family would be there, when lunch was over, that same tablecloth went over all of that. And we'd go play and blah, blah, blah. And if you got hungry, you just went in and, like, dinner wasn't a sit down. You just went in and made a plate from what was left on the table. Everything stayed on the table. Now, I will say, she might have put, like, potato salad. She might have put her cold salads back in the fridge. But for the most part, chicken, everything stayed on the table till dinner. Did y'all not do that? And Vince says his grandma did the same thing.
Both of mine.
No, my grandma
Granny and Mama did
cleaned
it.
the table off. I mean, everything went back in the fridge.
Grandma's table was huge, and she would fill it up. And like desserts, she had one of those big old freezers in the kitchen, and it was not like I'm talking a freezer this big. And that all the desserts went on the freezer, and they all sat out there, and you just went and got what you wanted.
Well, we've had this conversation for a few times.
Wait a second. Okay, Michelle, I got to talk to you about this. You buy more margarine in Scotland. Now, of course, Ireland is not Scotland, so I shouldn't say that because they may be rivals. I don't know. But I buy Kerrygold butter now, and it's from Ireland, right?
Mm-hmm.
So good, isn't it? Good butter.
It is.
Good butter.
I like the one that's got the garlic and
I don't care for
herbs
that
in
one.
it too.
I didn't care for that one. Oh, so they're saying once cold, eggs have to stay cold. Look, Kim's mama sat out on Sunday. Yep, that's what I was saying. The tablecloth was always clean and pretty. Yeah. And I always thought it was neat because she'd have a pretty tablecloth on the table, and then she had this one that was always for going over. Doreen says, build up your immunity. Oh, Michelle said they're not rivals. Well, then try Kerrygold. Y'all got to have it, right? Yeah, but isn't that strange? Okay, so Linda says food didn't have the preservatives it does nowadays, but wouldn't you think it would last even longer? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Listen, before y'all go buy Kerrygold and judge how much I spend on butter, it's expensive. It's expensive, but it's real
good. Can you post the link for the
good.
class again?
Yeah.
Real good. My mother-in-law put leftovers on the stove, so the pilot light kept them warm. No one ever got sick, but I'd fix a leftover plate in the fridge because I wasn't taking chances. Really? I heard if you get farm fresh eggs, you can leave them out, but if they're refrigerated, you need to keep them. Okay, anybody from England today? What's different about our eggs and your eggs? I think our eggs are pasteurized, right? Are our eggs pasteurized?
I don't know.
But I don't think theirs are because in England you don't even buy them from a refrigerated section, correct? In England they're just on the shelf.
American egg farms wash eggs to strip the cuticle or the outer protective layer which prevents contamination outside the shell. Without the cuticle, eggs must be refrigerated to combat bacterial infection from inside. In Europe, it's illegal to wash eggs, and instead farms vaccinate chickens against salmonella.
I'm trying not to lose it.
Did I just Googled it?
There's a comment. It is my favorite comment ever. You know how I'll tell you. Okay, you know when you go to people's kitchens and they'll have like, we say grace before the meal. Like, there'll be signs. Say grace. Thank you. So blessed. Blah blah. This is the sign that needs to be in my kitchen. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Yes.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That needs to be the sign in my kitchen if you come.
Poor
in.
Joe.
It doesn't need to be. It needs to be. Say your prayers. We need one of those. And then, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Welcome to dinner.
How many times have we gone to eat and asked Joe to pray, and he said, "Don't let the food be poisonous"?
Since he was a tiny child, Joseph's prayer was always, "And please don't let this food be poisoned." Amen. Always. That was always his prayer. And people will be like, "That's so bad that Joe has." I'm like, "Not in my house. That's pretty smart prayer. My kids have probably lived a long life because of it." Oh, you're funny, Deb. Wait a minute. Somebody laughed about that. Y'all, we all want that sign now, right? What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. It's funny because that's what I used to tell my mom when she was going through her rehab and stuff. That was our mantra.
How much is a pound of butter in the U.S.?
Molly says, "Mom's kitchen. Many have served, few have died." Look, Gemma says they aren't even in the chilled section when the supermarket store them over here. So in England, they don't even have them in the eggs are not even refrigerated. What about butter? Is butter refrigerated? How much is a pound of butter in the U.S.? Cheap, but not as cheap as it used to be.
Let's see.
Let me tell you what's gone up. Paper plates.
1 pound is $3.97 of unsalted Land O'Lakes.
Is that what you get, Land O'Lakes?
No, I just Googled it on Walmart.
A lot of our farmers feed their chicken food with antibiotics to combat salmonella. Y'all, you don't get poisoned here. It's either live or die. I need those signs in my kitchen. My kids would crack up. So, I didn't know this, and it could be wrong, and y'all may know, but we got some chicken from Winn-Dixie not long ago, but it wasn't Winn-Dixie's brand or anything, and it had all this blood in it, not like little dots of blood all in it, right? And I Googled that, and they say that's from, bad chicken farms. Did you know that? That's, from mistreated chickens. I didn't know that, and that broke my heart. I guess eating a chicken is mistreating it, too. I'm sorry, that's awful. I should not. But that's awful. Stop. That's awful. It's Garrett, though, and he can answer all my questions. Yep, eggs on the shelf and butter in the fridge. You ever seen a butter crock? Because it makes you want to use one. When I cook and my mom was about to eat my food, she prays and I rebuked. She prays and rebuked Dad. In Spanish. I love your mom. I love it. I love your mom. That is so funny. I gotta tell my mom that. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, I can't say it. Zara? Zara.
Chicken with lice? That doesn't sound good.
Y'all, they say that those red dots can also be that. Agree, Gareth. It's past the mistreating part. Listen, so y'all know that I like to sing, right? And I used to sing at church. This is how supportive my mother is.
Okay, wait a minute. This is going to go bad. I've read that red dots are caused by the rooster being rough. Are we saying that?
Stop. Don't get him started. He's getting older and his mouth is getting looser and looser. Don't get him started. Oh, Beth said it was on Google, so it must be true. Y'all listen, changing the subject. Let's talk about supportive moms. I love a mom that will pray that she rebukes death. That's my favorite over dinner. So I like to sing at church. One day I was practicing.
Never
I
eaten
know,
chicken again.
I know that my singing is not perfect. I look out into the sanctuary and my mother is sitting on the front row listening to me practice with Kleenex stuffed in her ears. Is she not? Stuffed in her ears, hanging out like this, flying out. And I turn and look and I go, and she is enjoying herself so much. She's like, she's got it stuffed in. I was like, you are the meanest mother I've ever met. I don't know though, praying to rebuke death is my favorite thing I've ever heard. That is hilarious. Your mom has to have a sense of humor for days. Does she, Sarah? Is she absolutely hilarious? Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm picky about my chicken too. I'm real picky about it. Oh, is butter expensive? Gemma says butter's expensive over here.
I wonder if it's cheaper
my mom
to buy
was
it
an
in
ear
England and
Kleenex
have it
stuffer.
shipped it.
Hey, Karen says my mom was an ear Kleenex stuffer. Michelle says butter's $5 in Hawaii.
Isn't everything expensive in Hawaii now?
My mama told me, I've never been there, but Mama went. She said everything was. Vinny's losing it, Joy said. Did you lose it?
Well, Daddy lived there, and they said it was really expensive.
Thinking about the rooster being too rough is just more
Stop
like a
it, Vin.
take.
Stop it. Stop it. My new favorite phrase is, ain't having it. Y'all, just ain't having it. Don't have it. I have to tell my girls that constantly. I ain't having it. Over the storms.
She even tried it with Ollie.
He was crying. I said, I ain't having it. Not today. We ain't doing it. Not today. He stopped crying and looked at me like I was a nut.
Well, you know.
There's nothing better than Monday and Fridays with Ollie, y'all. They're great. God does not judge your voice. You're exactly right, but my mama does. That's funny. What was the ear Kleenex for? Apparently, it keeps him from hearing us. I ain't having it. Hey, y'all. Vince said it the other day, too. He told the girls, I ain't having it. I can't eat eggs. Feel like I'm eating baby chicks. Oh. Oh, my gosh. That's funny. Look, people are laughing with you, Vince. I just got 4 pounds of butter at Costco for $6.97. We need to go to Costco.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. There is a very few. That's what I heard. There's very few atoms of difference between paint. I think I heard plastic and margarine. 1 pound of butter is 16 ounces. I did know that. I think I did. Once eggs are refrigerated, they need to be in the fridge. Farm eggs that have never been in the fridge can stay out. That's cool. I don't like farm eggs because they come in weird colors. I don't know if y'all know that. Do y'all know that?
Yep.
When my stepmother
I have
tried to
an
give me
aversion to
blue
farm
eggs,
eggs.
I was like, no,
I have an aversion to farm eggs because I'm scared to crack them open.
no, there's some. I
don't
want a
know
blue
why.
egg. Remember when they were blue and yellow and green? I opened up that carton and I'm like, no,
I had somebody offer us some the other day, and I
No.
went, no.
I'm
no.
good.
It don't do me no good to take them to the house.
Kerrygold is a brand of butter. Y'all, our Costco's so far away. I want to make a trip to Costco, but it's literally a trip.
You have to make a trip.
You have to like take a morning. I'm using. Somebody says, do you prefer salted or unsalted butter? I'm using unsalted butter right now, but Vinny likes salted butter.
I use salted.
Joyce, we're not talking about that rooster.
Look,
Stop it.
I
Y'all,
know, I
stop
know.
it. Stop it. Hey, I ain't having it. Those different colors make them taste better. I don't know about
That's
that, y'all.
fine.
I don't know about that. Brown is one thing. Blue eggs, green eggs. One of them was a little yellow. I was like, no.
My mind is just running.
Stop.
I can see posters
I ain't
at the
having
post
it.
office with roosters.
Stop. I ain't having it. Stop.
Spousal abuse
Stop.
wanted.
Stop. Look, that's enough. You need to take a walk.
Oh, it's
You need to
my
take a walk.
stars.
We have to go anyway, y'all. We have to go now.
Sometimes those
Hey, you need to pray.
visions,
Stop. You
those
need to pray.
visions
Stop. You need to pray.
Of abusive roosters. That's all I'm
You
going
pray
to
for
say.
your sins right now.
You need to pray.
I'm not sure I can do it without laughing. It's one of them days. Not enough sleep last night.
No, I love colored potatoes and carrots. I want them in every color. Have you had like purple carrots? They're so good.
Michelle said,
Mute his
my
mic. I'm with you. I can't do it. He's in charge
Problem
of
is,
mics.
I'm in charge.
Lolly pays, Aunt Lolly pays $18.95 for a
Debbie said,
2-pound
"Let
roll
Vinny
of
speak."
fresh Amish butter.
Amish butter's expensive.
We can get that at Durbin's.
I use butter too much to use Amish.
Gareth, back off. Y'all cannot do this. I ain't having it. Don't read Gareth's comment. Let it go. Let
I
it
can't
go.
help it. I have to read
Don't
Gary's
don't
comment.
read it. I ain't having it. Both of you boys need to behave. Y'all.
Why do I not see G's comment?
Probably because you don't need
It's
to see
acorn
it.
and oak.
Oh,
Oh, he changed. Yeah, it's acorn and oak. Purple yams. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all, we gotta change the subject. Are Doodlebug stickers
It's too
this
late.
punch and this coming back into stock, Vinny?
what?
Are the Doodlebug
I
stickers?
don't know.
The stickers we
Why are
found
you
what we could
asking me?
find because that's your job. We found what we could find, so we do have some of those coming back. The disc punch will be back, and the disc are coming back as well.
If I can get it, it'll be back. That's all
We
I
got
can
a
tell
bunch of discs. It's coming. I bought some Amish butter, but I didn't try it. It was so sad. I spent all that money on Amish butter, and we lost power for like 3 days. And I was like, I'm not going to try it.
It wouldn't have mattered though if it'd been 30 seconds. She'd have been
Willow, don't encourage him. Stop. Willow, I ain't having it.
done. It's rooster picks.
I ain't having it, y'all. Y'all.
Laughter is good, Deidre. It will help you be
But
able to rest
crudeness
well.
is different.
Well, I ain't been crude yet. I've been thinking it.
Will you be getting any more 12 by 12 B paper? We got it in. Is it gone?
I
We
don't
got
know
it
if we have
in.
12 by-
We put it in today. Look, you ran Ginger off. Way to
Yeah,
go, Ben.
there's 12 by 12
Yes, the 12 by 12 is back.
and there's 6 by 6.
Deirdre, I need to come to Texas so I can see you again. I hadn't seen you in a long
we
time.
have the Misty
I miss
Mouse
you.
pad. Don't read it. Stop
well,
it.
we
Just
need Michelle.
stop
Send
it.
us a picture of that rooster
Stop
so we
it.
can
Stop
put it on a milk carton.
This is the best show
What'd
ever.
you say?
Because I'm having to rein him in, and if I don't go, there's something about Vinny y'all need to know.
Carol said for me to go
Stop.
live by myself
Listen,
Minnie
there's
Mouse
something y'all need to
pad
know about
or
Vinny.
so
regular?
we can
There's
talk
a-
about roosters.
There's a line where most people stop, and then there's Vinny.
Look at what G said.
Stop it.
Look at what G said. That's my boy. G, we got to hook it up.
Stop it. Stop it. Y'all,
That's
look how
what-
red I'm getting. Y'all are embarrassing me.
G said that's what she said.
Stop it. Stop.
Oh,
That's
Lord.
enough. Okay, let's
Thank
go
you,
to the Lord in
Jesus.
prayer. Let's go to the Lord.
All right, call it because I don't know that I can.
I got to pray for Gary, too.
Oof.
This is rough. Y'all.
Thank you, Lord, for laughing.
Thank you, Michelle. Y'all are way past the line. Did you comment? Did you get involved? I know there was one Michelle. I can't remember. Will you be getting more B stamp sets? We hope so. What came in today were back order stuff, so it looks like maybe they're coming in, so we should get some. Let him tell us what. No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Stacey
Y'all
said
want this to
she
stay
thinks her
online.
husband just fell in love with me.
There's 12. There's every man has a 12-year-old boy in them, and Vinny's comes out, and we are not letting him tell you nothing. He's being look. Pray, Vinny. Pray for forgiveness. Oh, and now Garrett wants eggs.
What you got?
Stop it. Give him chocolate. Julie just talked here. Eat some chocolate. You want some popcorn? Which one do you want? Popcorn
Put
or
it in your
chocolate?
mouth.
Oh Lord.
Now they want you to cross the line. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. I ain't
Cross
having
the
it.
line.
I ain't having it.
That's what.
All right. Stop it.
No more.
That's enough.
La,
Please
la,
start
la,
praying.
la, la.
Okay.
Start praying.
Let's end this show. We've lost Vinny. We've lost him. We're going to end the show. Thank y'all for being here. I have some exciting news I want y'all to stick around for. Should we tell them the exciting news? Not now. No,
Why not now?
not now.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I think you should
Shannon
tell
knows.
them.
I'm looking at Shannon.
Sure.
Yeah, really?
Let's tell them.
It's really exciting, isn't it?
It is.
We're excited.
Carol said the women are laughing too.
No, they're not. We are not like that, Carol. Stop. We're not starting it again. You tell the exciting news.
No, go ahead.
Tell the exciting news.
No.
Tell it.
It not be the same.
You all right?
It don't be the same.
It may not be what you're talking about.
Oh,
and
it
so if I
is.
say what I'm saying or
Next
thinking.
door. It's the same.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, tell them.
We are
Oh.
reopening. Is that what you? Is that
Yeah.
what you? We are reopening our retail store. Yes, we are. We're very excited about it. We decided, since we have moved the warehouse over here, because we didn't know how long this was going to last. You know, we switched our warehouse and shut down the retail store altogether, did away with it altogether, because we thought we're never going to be able to open it back up again or whatever. But we're starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel, we pray, and we want it to stay that way. And so our plan is to have our retail store back open by May 1st. And the reason that it's not open before that is because it doesn't exist yet. This is something we are doing. Shannon and I
We are
and the
recreating.
team are recreating the store. And I'm super excited about it. And I kind of want to bring y'all along. That's why I wanted to tell you. Because I think it's going to be cute to kind of watch it go as we go. And stop. Save it for later. Look at
She
me.
said the
Look at me. Don't
exciting
make me have to
news
take this
is-
video down.
I'm not.
Okay.
G said the exciting news is we're buying a chicken farm.
With unviolated chicken.
So we are reopening the store.
We're going to have a safe place for chickens that have been abused by their
Don't
roosters.
do it. Don't do it. Just stop. Vinny, leave the room. I'm going to send you to the
Look,
room.
G
Stop.
did it. I didn't. That
Shut
was
your-
G.
shut
that
your
was
computer.
G.
Shut
that
your
was
computer.
G.
Shut your computer.
No, I'm not shutting my
Okay.
computer.
So we're very excited.
Shannon's losing it.
I could not believe you have corrupted Shannon.
Me? G started it.
My husband did it.
She's corrupt. Y'all think she's all sweet and innocent shenanigans.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, that was funny.
Okay, so
All right,
listen.
so back to the store.
So listen. We are
Try
doing,
them to your software.
we are doing some projects. We're super fun about it. We're super excited about it. I want to kind of bring you guys along. Are you
Now we
interested in
can.
that? Do you want to kind of see what we're doing, kind of like we did in the beginning? Because do you guys realize when did you say March 7th? I think you got a message saying that was our first
Yeah.
day. We came here in March 7th, did all that work to get our retail store open.
Look at the
And
comments,
then,
Shannon.
okay, all right, I'm muting you. Mute your mic.
Look at the comments.
No.
It's not me.
Stop, it is you, because no
It's
one else is seeing
not.
the comments if you don't talk about them.
Maybe everybody sees the comments. They're
When I
reading
turn
them.
this off, they won't, and I can leave this video up. Otherwise, it's going to have to come down.
Oh, come on.
Good job. Good job. Center yourself.
Who's the fun sucker now?
What did you do?
Shut his computer. So listen, May 1st is our plan. Now, the only reason that may go south is we have 2 projects that have to be done by some people outside the shop, and I'm kind of waiting on them. I'm at their mercy. So I'm hoping that we got to have lights put in, and we got to have the tent taken off, because we put tent up when we moved in, but we can't have that now for the retail store. So we got to have that taken off, and then we got to have another tent put on because it's too hot to not have a tent. So we got stuff that's have to happen. So we're at their mercy of that. But we're really, really excited about it, and it looks like a total mess right now. But we've been working on it, and we probably cannot even finish it. We can't even really start working again until Monday because we got 2 classes this weekend. But we're super excited. And if you want to start planning your trip, here's what we ask, okay? Please let us know, because if we get too, we are going to still try to do social distancing. We're still going to ask you guys to wear a mask as long as that's a thing, as long as we need to be doing that for safety. So if it gets to be too many people or whatever, we might have to, I don't know what's going to happen with that. We might ask you to kind of stagger or whatever. So let us know. Don't make a trip here without letting us know. Also, here's another reason don't. Because this is going to be kind of new and we're not going to have like hours or whatever, like we don't really know what's going to happen with that, let us know, okay? May 1st is our plan. You can contact Shannon at maymaymadeit.com. You can contact Amber, who is info@maymaymadeit.com. You can let them know your plans, and then we can try, okay? So please be patient with us as we do this. Please don't be mad. I'm going to ask y'all, look, calm down, nothing off color. I know.
Being a 7th grade teacher is hard, isn't it, Maymay?
Oh my goodness. How do y'all do it? Also, please don't be angry if we ask you to continue the mask ordinance. Or the mask situation, because our mask ordinance ends April 9th, and our governor says she's not extending it, but she's going to continue wearing her mask. And we still have Vince's parents. They have not had their vaccine yet. They're waiting on their doctor to get it because they want to get it from their doctor. It's a long thing. So we're being very, very careful, and so we're going to be very careful. So please don't be angry. Don't give me that I can't come in without a mask situation and get upset about it. Just respect the polygon. You know what I'm saying? Because I can be a tornado, right? Respect the polygon. So we love you guys. We can't wait for y'all to start coming back. Are you back with us?
I'm here. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. It was our followers.
You can wait till November. That's really, you're gladly making an appointment. Thank y'all. If we can do it safely and comfortably, where I want you to remember something. We all have families, and all our family members have issues, right? And so if you can respect us with the visit, and we can all work together, we can have a really good time and get to hang out. I want to tell y'all this up front, okay? We're trying to establish a place for us to take photos where we can maintain social distancing. I have an idea that if the team stands in one spot, whoever you want in your photo, and then the customer or the visitor stands in another spot, it won't look like we're not together, even though we have our gap between us, right? And I know you guys all respect that, and you all understand it, and we're trying to make it very safe. So there won't be a lot of hugging and touching and loving on each other until we can. But we can maintain social distancing and do our part, right? You guys can help us, and we can help you to stay safe and have an enjoyable experience, and we would all appreciate that, okay? So in the meantime, I want you guys to be praying about it. Pray that it goes well. Pray that we get our lights done. Pray that all that stuff happens. The slowdown on the lights is they're doing another building down the way that's being put in, which is super fun too. And when that's here, I'm going to tell you about it, because you might want to add that as part of your trip with us. That would be fun to do for them to do that. So they're working in that building. When they get that done, they can come work in my building.
Although they might want to go next door and do laser tag.
Yeah, we're in a whole different place now. We're in a place that has laser tag, has a game room. They have a cafe. We have axe throwing coming is what's coming. It's called what's it called? Battle Axe of Clanton?
I think so.
I think it's called Battle Axe of Clanton.
And we have a Mexican restaurant right out front.
And we have a Mexican restaurant across the road. We're really excited about Battle Axe. My son turned 30 last Monday. This Monday. Monday. He turned 30 on Monday. And I'm so excited that they're coming, because we're going to rent that out and do a birthday party for him there for his 30th. It'll be so fun. So anyway, we're excited. Yeah. Maymay and Vinny cutouts. Wouldn't you feel awful standing here looking at them and taking a picture with the cat? My plan is, look, here's my thought. If we have a space where we put tape on the floor, or we put a mark, maybe we vinyl the floor or something that says Maymay Team, and then 6 feet ahead of it, we do VIPs. You know what I'm saying? Like very important customers here. And then the camera is taken from the front. The picture's taken from the front. We don't look like we're not together, yet we're keeping our distance. Does that make sense? Because I think we can work that way. I mean, doesn't it work in perspective? I think we'll just
depends
look
on where
thinner
the camera
too.
will focus that
And
way
we'll
or
look
not.
thinner because we'll be further back. You see? And the other people will be 6 foot. So we'll be 6 foot thinner, whatever that is. Garrett, I ain't having it. Let's go pray. Okay, so we're going to pray today. And he didn't say anything bad. He knows he didn't. We're going to pray today, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We're going to pray for everybody that's watching. If you have a specific prayer request, you can head to our Facebook group or to our Discord and share your prayer request. I'm going to ask you guys to be in prayer for Brenda. You know, her brother has been sick, and you've been praying for him, and I would ask you to be in prayer for Brenda and her family. Also, in prayer for the family in our area that lost their home. And I think we did share. Did you share the link for the GoFundMe? It was asked in my previous show if there was a GoFundMe link. There is. We're going to share it for you because you guys asked for it. Please don't feel obligated, but if you can do something to help, this family in the storms lost their whole house last night. And that always is wonderful if you can do that. Cheryl says whatever makes her look smaller. Maybe we should be in the front so the customers can look smaller. Be like, I like going to Maymay's. I look thinner in their pictures. You know, there's certain stores you like to shop in because their mirrors look thinner. Look, Mary got so sneaky. She did, you don't know, Mary did a top chat, or she did a chat. What's it called? A super chat. So I'd have to read what she said.
What'd she say?
She said, fund the unwed hen's home. Good job, Mary. Was that worth $5? That's what she did, a $5 super chat. All right, guys, let's pray together. God, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for laughter. What an incredible tool it is to make you just forget your problems for some period of time. And I just thank you so much that we can all come together and laugh in good fun, and everything is just fun, and we don't mean anything by anything. And you know that, and I appreciate that our viewers know that too. We're just having a good time. And God, thank you so much for the blessing that you have been to all of our viewers. Such good comments today and good response, and I'm just so grateful for the uplifting spirit that I felt in the room today. I thank you for that. For anybody watching today that is struggling, God, I just pray that you'll just touch them right now and just let them know you're close and that you're there for them and you're taking care of them. And for anybody who's struggling financially or in their marriage or with their children or in their job, in any way, God, I just pray that you'll be right there and be very real and very close with them today. For those who went through the storms and are still going through the storms, God, thank you for your protection and your provision. I saw what you did for us, and I cannot thank you enough for how you absolutely took care of our family in every corner of the county yesterday, and it just means the world to me. Thank you so much for everything you have done for us in our business. God, I pray that our opening will go smooth and that we'll get to start seeing our friends and families again, and I'm just so excited about that, and I can't say thank you enough. God, for those here that may not know you, and they may not realize just how much fun knowing you is. God, it is fun to be a Christian. It is fun to know you. It is fun to have faith and hope and love and laughter. And it is fun that laughter doeth good like a medicine. It is fun, God. And I pray for those that don't know that they can let their guard down today and get to know you. Start to look into you and start to you send somebody their way to lead them to you directly, God. That's what we need. We need you to put somebody in their path. And if that's us, God, let it be us. Thank you so much for that opportunity as well. For everything you do for us, we ask all this and we give you all the praise and glory in Jesus' name. Amen. Oh, thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it. You covered your nose that time. I don't think anybody's upset. Oh, good job. Good job. All right, guys, we love you. Thank you for putting up with Vince today. And Garrett. And whoever, and all of y'all that were commenting, thank y'all for that. We love you very much. Have a great afternoon, and until next time.